Hi, this is Stephanie with Empower Physical Therapy. So today I thought I'd talk a little bit about oxidative stress and athletic performance and how that can lead us down to a road of injuries or even down a road of having diseases. So I've had a couple of patients that have come in with just crazy things going on, from having pains but they're not really mechanical in nature, but they're really inflamed, to having random symptoms that are all over the place where the doctors aren't really understanding what's going on. Their blood work's coming back normal, but they know that there's something wrong. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what happens, and this is one thing that I really emphasize, especially my athletes that come into my office, because it's something that I experienced growing up with playing soccer in college, and then played semi-professional, got into marathon training. Literally, by the end of my 20s, beginning of my 30s, my body started breaking down. I started having some serious illnesses, and this was really what led me down to the path of nutrition. So let's talk a little bit about what that is. So when we breathe in the oxygen, we use that oxygen. We use it, and the byproduct of us using it is called oxidative stress. And so we have to have oxygen, just like if you have a fire, you have to have oxygen in order to create that fire, and the byproduct of that fire is the smoke. Well, the smoke in our body is oxidative stress, and that leads to free radical damage, and those accumulate over time. And when they accumulate over time, that produces damages within our body. And that can look different for every single person. It can lead us down the path of autoimmune disorders. It can lead us down the path of constantly getting injured. It can lead us down the path of having cancer, diabetes, heart disease. I mean, you name it, that's the disease process. It just presents differently to us based on our genes. And so how do we neutralize that oxidative stress? We neutralize that oxidative stress by having some antioxidants. And the antioxidants, we find those in fresh, raw fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains. These are the things that help neutralize that damage. So how many are we supposed to be eating every day? Ultimately, we need to be eating about 9 to 13 servings every single day, and that will help neutralize that. But think about it. When you exercise, you're breathing in even more oxygen, more than the average person, especially if you're an athlete. So you're going to have even more stress than you would have the average person. So it's going to get you down to that disease process potentially earlier. And this is why I'm seeing a lot of my athletes that came into me that were in high school are now in their 20s and 30s starting to have some issues. And it's because they're exercising so much, which is what we have to do when you play sports. So that number of 9 to 13, take it and double it. That's what the research is showing. You need anywhere between 18 to 23 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day in order to combat all the stress that you're doing as you're going through as you're going through all of your trainings and everything. So ultimately, it's a really big deal. So this is why one of the things that I recommend to my office is a product called Juice Plus. It's just fruits and vegetables in a capsule that has been juiced and dehydrated. And the one thing that got me interested and got me started taking it was the research on it. It was phenomenal. Like journals that I actually recognize. They're up to 37 articles published in medical journals, and they do have it with athletes. They do have it showing it reduces systemic inflammation. And I've seen it with my patients in my office. I've seen them get better. I've seen them start making changes to their diet because this was a catalyst for them to start making changes.